What should I do today? Yeah, I'll think about it later. Wonder what's on TV? Oh! A new job video from narrator? The Dragoon, eh? He's really taken a liking to that job. I hope he did some research before making this though. Guess we'll see. This is the Dragoon, the highly agile legendary Dragon Knight of the Final Fantasy series. Debuting in Final Fantasy III as a playable job, these fearsome warriors were best known for leaping high into the skies with their mighty jumps, driving their spears into their enemies as they landed. In Final Fantasy XIV, Dragoons have further perfected their arts, having various versions of their fabled jumps while adding even more skills and abilities to their arsenal. To become a Dragoon, one must first become proficient with polearms, the Dragoon's preferred tools of war. One can seek the tutelage of the Lancer Guild in Gridania in order to master the lance and spear. Okay, I've done my part. On to you, Andy. Wait, what? You didn't finish the video? Ugh, that little good for nothing. Is this thing on? Okay, let's take a look at the Dragoon's most iconic ability, the jump. Starting at level 30, Lancers can specialize as Dragoons, gaining access to the very first jump skill, aptly named Jump. With this skill, Dragoons leap toward their foes to attack, jumping back to their original position after they deliver their blow. At level 35, Dragoons learn the elusive Jump, a backflip that propels the Dragoon 15 yalms backward, allowing it to quickly escape danger. It also makes the Dragoon seem less of a threat, getting rid of half of the enmity it had with its target. At level 45, Dragoons learn the back-breaking Spine Shatter Dive, a jump attack that also stuns the target for 2 seconds. At level 50, Dragoons can perform the Dragonfire Dive, channeling Dragonfire as they leap, unleashing a Draconic Inferno as they land, damaging all enemies within range. Finally, at level 68, after landing either a jump or Spine Shatter Dive attack, a Dragoon can follow up with Mirage Dive, conjuring a dragon spirit that shoots up into the air and crashes into the target foe. Mirage Dive has an additional effect that I will get to shortly, but first let's talk about the Dragoon's other main mechanic, the Blood of the Dragon. At level 54, the Dragoon learns the Blood of the Dragon, a 20-second duration effect that can be tracked by using this gauge that appears when the ability is used. While active, Blood of the Dragon increases the potencies of Jump and Spine Shatter Dive by 30%. Also while active, Blood of the Dragon allows the use of Gears Kogel, an off-global cooldown attack learned at level 60. Blood of the Dragon also allows the use of 2 new weapon skills, Fang and Claw at level 56, and Wheeling Thrust at level 58. Additionally, these 2 weapon skills refresh the duration of Blood of the Dragon by 10 seconds, up to a maximum of 30 seconds. At level 70, Blood of the Dragon gains a power-up through Life of the Dragon trait. This is where Mirage Dive's other effect I mentioned earlier comes into play. With the Life of the Dragon trait, whenever Mirage Dive lands, this part of the gauge, which represents a dragon's eye, starts to open, with the eye fully opening after 3 dives. At this point, using Gears Kogel activates the Life of the Dragon status effect, which temporarily replaces the Blood of the Dragon status. While active, Life of the Dragon performs just like Blood of the Dragon, but additionally converts Gears Kogel into a new ability, Nastrond. Nastrond is a much more potent version of Gears Kogel with a much shorter cooldown. When Life of the Dragon ends, Blood of the Dragon takes effect again, fully refreshed to 20 seconds, and Nastrond reverts back to Gears Kogel. Alright, I think I'm going to end this video with a demonstration of the opener that I personally use. I'll start off with actually performing my opener and then follow it up with a full explanation. Here we go! Whew, okay. Now to explain what I did. To start off, I activate Blood of the Dragon. I immediately follow up with Heavy Thrust to increase the damage I deal by 10% for 30 seconds. While I wait on the global cooldown, I weave in Diversion to reduce my enmity generation, as well as Battle Litany to increase the critical hit rate of everybody in my party. I start my first combo using Impulse Drive. I next weave in Dragon Sight to boost my own damage by 10% while boosting my target party members' damage by 5%. I also use Blood for Blood to further increase my damage by 15%. The following weapon skill I use is Disembowel. I weave in a jump right after while waiting for the global cooldown. I follow that up with the weapon skill Chaos Thrust. I then weave in my first Mirage Dive, followed immediately by a Gears Kogel for extra damage. I follow up with Wheeling Thrust, weaving in Spine Shatter Dive right after. I finish the combo with Fang and Claw, weaving in my second Mirage Dive while waiting for the global cooldown. I finally start my second combo using True Thrust, weaving in Dragonfire Dive right after while waiting for the cooldown. Next I use Vorpal Thrust, weaving in Life Surge right after to prepare for the next weapon skill. I follow up with Full Thrust, which is a guaranteed critical hit thanks to Life Surge. With all my off global cooldown skills used, I proceed to finish my combo with Fang and Claw, followed up with Wheeling Thrust. After the combo, I refresh my Heavy Thrust status, followed up with Impulse Drive, Disembowel, and Chaos Thrust. By this time, Jump should be off cooldown, so I weave that in after Chaos Thrust. I proceed to Wheeling Thrust and weave in my third Mirage Dive. I finish up the combo with Fang and Claw, weaving Gears Kogel in right afterward to activate Life of the Dragon, quickly followed by Nastron for extra damage before the global cooldown is up. From this point on, I alternate between the True Thrust combo and the Impulse Drive combo, using off global cooldown skills as they come up, while never letting the Heavy Thrust status fall off. Well, I think that wraps up this video. I hope you found this information helpful. Please sound off in the comments below about your experiences with the Dragoon job and if you have any tips for new players picking up the job. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. Please also consider Dragonfire diving that subscribe button and Impulse driving that bell icon to keep up to date with my weekly content. Lastly, I just wanted to thank all of you who have supported me in my channel. Those of you who gave me words of encouragement, as well as those of you who gave me constructive feedback. Thank you all so very much. You people make all of this worth doing. Seriously, this is like, yeah, amazing. Well then, until next time, take care and have a great week.